To get outdoors on WHTL, are you ready? From the deepest woods to the open waters, from the rocky trails to the snowy tracks, if that happens outdoors, we're talking about it. From fishing to hiking to hunting to trail riding, we cover it all. Brought to you by Petrick Service Station, Holden Sporting Goods, Black River Express, Moe Hardware, the Levis Drum Rail Riders, the Elk Ride and Gun Club, Trempealeau County Economic Development and Tourism, and the Associated Conservation Clubs with Trempealeau County. So tighten up your boots, check your hook, fire up the engine. The adventure starts now.
And speaking of the Associated Conservation Club of Trempealeau County, I'm sitting here with Rich Wright from the Associated Conservation Club of Trempealeau County. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Great. Waiting for it to rain.
Yep. Yeah, it seems all you got to do is wait a few minutes around here in Wisconsin lately.
That's true.
Yeah, so we were talking a little bit about, how summer is just, we're on that tipping point, so we're going to be thinking about, fall and hunting season and all that stuff coming up too. But what do you guys got going on over at the Associated Conservation Club right now?
Well, with fall coming, we have our annual fall raffle.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably, I'm sure we've been doing this one for 20-some years. There's 6,000 tickets that we sell. There's basically 8 clubs in the association at this point, and we divide the tickets up between us, and we sell them all. We have a side-by-side, Kubota side-by-side is first prize,
Oh, nice.
And then there's 50 guns.
Nice.
Tickets are $10 a piece. The thing is, if you buy a ticket and you come that night to the drawing, there's charcoal chicken, beans, potato salad, pickles, bread, pop, and beer is free. So if you just show up, your ticket is actually free.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of people that come, and we spread the tickets out and try to take it to every celebration around the area, like it was at the Brower Festival and down in Arcadia, and it'll be going to Blair and Whitehall, and any event that's going on, we try to get somebody there.
Nice.
Selling tickets.
Yeah, so people need to look for you guys and get out and buy those tickets. And what is the date on that again?
It's second Saturday in October, the 11th.
Okay.
It's always been that date.
Yep. So put that down, remember that, and October's going to be here in no time.
Yeah, we've been doing it enough years that a lot of people come looking for the tickets because you can't go wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like you said, you can eat enough hot dogs, beers, and and sodas to make up for the money you got to pay for the tickets.
That's right.
Yeah. So what else you guys got going on? You want to first, you can tell people a little bit what the Associated Conservation Club of Trempealeau County does.
Well, the Associated Conservation Club of Trempealeau County was formed in the late 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what it started out, there was 10 clubs. And they formed a group because you had all these little small organizations and they couldn't accomplish anything. So by forming a group together, they got some power when it came to borrowing money and legislation and this and that. Mm-hmm. The Associated Club, basically, we have 2 fundraisers a year. We have this gun drawing, and then in the spring we have a 300-person conservation banquet every April.
Okay.
And throughout the year, we keep our eye on all the bills and legislation that goes through, and we can back them. And when we do contract congressmen and senators and this and that, you're representing more than just 50, 60 people because you've got 9, 10 clubs, so you're representing,
Yep.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
So they set up and they'll listen to you a little bit. And a lot of our clubs still raise fish, although they're fighting with the DNR with that, too,
Yeah.
because the DNR's not wanting to do their share anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But we buy land, open it up to the public for hunting and fishing and hiking. It's amazing the amount of people that do hiking because
Oh, yeah.
we own about right around 600 acres at this point, and we try to mow the trails and that, and it's amazing the amount of people that just go out and walk nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to this land and walk and use it that way. And then in the fall, of course, you got your bow hunting and your gun hunting and this and that. And one of the things I hear from people, they like to go there because they can get on it to go squirrel hunting and grouse hunting and this and that. Without a doubt, the white-tailed deer is taking over, and people don't want you on their land. You might chase their deer away. So it gives people a place to go. And we get people that come from all over.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
it works out good.
Yep.
Land is our big project, but
Yeah.
that's getting tough, too, because you can't compete with the other money out there. We only pay the going price, and unless you got somebody that wants to sell it to you, sometimes it's hard to obtain.
Yeah, the prices of stuff is going up too, and I know you guys have worked with before. If people want to, leave land to you, if they're, in their will or something, they can do that also.
Oh yeah, that has happened. Not a lot. It'd be nice if it happened a lot
Yeah.
more. Or we try to tell all the farmers that when they are selling, if they want to leave it open to the public so the public can use it, we would be interested in buying it.
Okay.
But like I say, we have to acquire it at the going price. We can't pay the inflated dollar. Mm-hmm. So, but right now we are making payments. The last piece we bought was up on Hermanson Road, and we've still got some payments to make on that. So that's where most of our money goes. But
Yep.
we also buy a lot of rock for rip wrapping and that on the streams throughout Trempealeau County, and all of our money that we spend stays right in Trempealeau County. Everything we do is right in Trempealeau County.
Yeah, and you're putting it into the Trempealeau County rivers and helping that erosion problem and helping build up those the trout in the streams, actually.
Without a doubt. We've got some of the best trout fishing around, I think.
Yeah, don't say that too loud. People are going to be coming. No, that's what we want them to do, though, yeah. We want them to get out and enjoy this land. And, yeah, with those different conservation clubs, too, you really have, feet on the ground, and you know what the local people are thinking because they live here, they work here, and they see the problems that are going on. So I think it's a great thing. And you're a nonprofit, I'm assuming, also?
We're a 501c3, totally nonprofit organization.
And a non-governmental organization, too.
Non-governmental at all. That's right.
Because, what the old saying is, we're here from the government and we're here to help.
Right.
Last words you want here.
The only thing we deal with the government is trying to get them to pass some of the rules as far as streams and fishing and hunting and what they're doing there. But that's like through your Conservation Congress and the Wildlife Federation and that. But all you're doing is giving them your input.
Yep.
And hopefully they'll listen.
Yep, and hopefully they do, yeah. And you got any projects coming up here in the future? I know that there's been a lot of projects going on around the Trempealeau County area here, but...
right now our main project is just paying for the land that we have purchased, because you can only do so many things at a time.
Yep.
Without a doubt, with the way interest is and the price of land nowadays, 99% of our money goes towards our land payment. Once that's paid off, we'll look for other projects, and how much more land we would be willing or be able to buy, who knows? That's why we've got a lot into buying rock for riprapping, and some of the clubs build handicap access docks and things like that, and teach hunters safety.
Yep. And that's a big one.
That's big throughout the county. There's quite a few classes throughout the county, and it's getting tougher. And I know Strom even offers a trapping class. Junior Pulicki is into trapping, and he does a good job with that.
Yeah. I think Junior's going to be on here next week, and so if people want to reach out to him, if they want to learn that trapping, we need to raise this new generation of trappers and hunters and fishers to keep these traditions alive and keep this idea of conservation alive.
Well, that's one of the things for us. It's hard to get new members, young members, because you're competing with everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so active. Every people have things going on of all types, whether it be sports or music or anything. There's traveling. You're trying to get their attention and have them come and participate with you, and it's hard to do.
Yep, yeah, and that's what we're trying to do here, too, is trying to get the word out to get younger people involved. I'd say younger people like myself. I'm in my mid-40s, and I see that in Osseo. We've got some people that are starting to take over, get involved there, which is good to see, but we need to start bringing in those 20 to 30-year-olds, and, like you said, it's tough. Like you said, we were talking before we went on the air that you came into this job, or to volunteer for this, you were going to do a couple years, and you've been there probably over 10 years now.
Oh, yeah.
So what else you got going on? I see you got a whole list of things over there.
Well, that's just basically our poster that lists the guns and our side-by-side. Other than that, the Associated Club, we have a meeting the third Wednesday of every month, except for June and July. We'll start again in August now, and then we'll have our monthly meeting and get reports from all the other clubs of what they have going on and how we can help them or whatever.
Yeah. Where do you guys meet at?
We meet at the East End Bar in Independence. It's kind
Okay.
of centrally located, and
Yep.
everybody can get there.
Good deal.
And we hopefully get 2 members from each club that show up. Anybody who belongs to any one of the clubs in the organization can come to any of the meetings.
Okay.
They can, and then your input's more than welcome.
Yep.
I mean, we need people to come and give us their opinion and tell us what's going on, and so we know where we can go.
Yeah, exactly. So I would encourage people to get out and find their local, rod and gun clubs and their association conservation clubs and get involved in that, like you said. And we need more people out there because it's not going to take care of itself. There's a lot of volunteering that goes into keeping these trails clear, and just getting the land ready when you buy the land to allow people on.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true. That's one of the things I think with your ATVs, you're getting your ATV clubs. They're getting to be many of them around, and they're really active, and
Yeah.
there's something going on, and that's part of conservation.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. You use land, and then the people who use land need to help conserve it too by getting involved. So.
Well, yeah, and we hope to get them involved more than what they are. That's one thing, like with selling these tickets. We sell these tickets. There's 6,000 tickets, and it's a good fundraiser for all the clubs too, because the tickets are $10 a piece, and the club gets to keep $2 out of that 10. So
Okay.
they can use it as a good fundraiser.
Oh yeah, yep. And so if people want to get tickets, where can they reach out to you or anyone else to get those tickets?
Well, they could contact me if they want, or every club in the county basically has them for sale. At any celebration throughout the county,
Yep.
we'll try to be there selling them.
Yeah, so look for you guys. Are you guys going to be out the Gilmanton Free Fair this weekend?
No, that we aren't.
Okay.
That not that I know. At least I know I'm not going to be there.
Yep.
I'm sure there might be somebody down there from this area that would probably have tickets with them. But
Yeah. Well, we do have the Trempealeau County Fair coming up, and so, that's probably a good one too, and all these events. So, was there anything else you want to cover this morning before we let you go?
that's about it.
All right. Well, we've been talking with Rich Wright, the Trempealeau, part of the Associated Conservation Club of Trempealeau County. It's been a great conversation with you this morning. You are welcome to come back anytime. So, we're going to get back to the music right after this.
There are better-known tractors in the world than Coyote. Ones with bigger names, longer histories, more popular hats.